Questions about Islam. What does Islam teach about Jesus Christ? Muslims believe that God has sent numerous prophets and messengers to guide people and to help them live their lives in the best way possible. Muslims believe that Jesus Christ was one of those prophets. We believe that he was a human being, not a god, and not the Son of God. He was sent by God to us as a messenger to deliver to us the Bible and to guide humanity to the right path. God gave Jesus the ability to perform numerous miracles so that his people would believe him and follow his teachings. These miracles include curing the diseased, giving sight to the blind, and even raising the dead. However, these miracles were performed by the will of God and not by any special ability of Jesus himself, because he was just a human being and a messenger of God. Muslims do believe in the virgin birth of Jesus Christ. However, we do not believe that this means that Jesus is the Son of God. In fact, God tells us in the Quran that the example of Jesus is just like that of Adam. They were both created from sand by the power of God. If we do believe that God created Adam without a father or a mother, it is not difficult to believe that God could create Jesus from Mary without a father. But this does not in any way suggest that Jesus was the Son of God or God himself, just as Adam was not a God or the Son of God. God mentions in the Quran, chapter 3, verses 59 to 60, "Indeed, the example of Jesus in the sight of God is like that of Adam. He created him from dust and said to him, 'Be,' and he was. This is the truth from your Lord, so do not be one of those who doubt." Regarding the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, Muslims believe that although those who crucified Jesus truly did believe that they crucified and killed him, they in fact did not. God mentions this in the Holy Quran, chapter 4, verses 157 to 158. "And for their saying, we killed the Messiah, Jesus, son of Mary, the messenger of God. But they neither killed nor crucified him. It was only made to appear so." Even those who argue for this crucifixion are in doubt. They have no knowledge whatsoever, only making assumptions. They certainly did not kill him. Rather, God raised him up to himself, and God is almighty and all-wise. Regarding the return of Jesus, Muslims do believe that Jesus will return at the end of times. However, Muslims believe that he will be a follower of monotheism and he will reject Trinity and any other forms of associating other deities with God. This is referred to in the following verses of the Quran. In chapter 4, verse 159, God says, "Every one of the people of the book will definitely believe in him before his death. And on the day of judgment, Jesus will be a witness against them." And in chapter 5, verses 116 to 118, God says, "And on judgment day, God will say, 'O Jesus, son of Mary, did you ever ask the people to worship you and your mother as gods beside God?' He will answer, 'Glory be to you. How could I ever say that which I had no right to say? If I had said such a thing, you would have certainly known it. You know what is hidden within me, but I do not know what is within you. You, indeed, alone are the knower of all the unseen.' I never told them anything except what you ordered me to say. Worship God, my Lord and your Lord. And I was witness over them as long as I remained among them. But when you took me, you were the witness over them, and you are a witness over all things. If you punish them, they belong to you, after all. But if you forgive them, you are surely the Almighty, all-wise." In fact, the Quran mentions that the followers of Jesus referred to themselves as Muslims. In chapter 3, verses 52 and 53, God says, "When Jesus sensed disbelief from his people, he asked, 'Who will stand up with me for God?' The disciples replied, 'We will stand up for God. We believe in God, so bear witness that we are Muslims. Our Lord, we believe in your revelations and follow the messenger. so count us among those who bear witness. This is because they had submitted themselves to the will of God. This submission is the meaning of the word Muslim. Further, this means that all prophets and messengers and all of their followers were Muslims because they had submitted to the will of God and had agreed to follow the guidance of God and implement His teachings in every aspect of their lives.